detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this. Okay, leave the rest to me and go get some rest. I'm sure you need it. Great job.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mr. Papa Glock, and I'm here with another first Descendant video. So this build guide is going to be for Ultimate Bunny. This build is not specialized for farming. However, you can still do a bit at a slower pace in some ways and faster in others. For example, her normal lightning emission, while it will hit more enemies when you fight elite mobs, especially in hard mode, they will take a lot more hits in order to kill. By using her high voltage, we're going to knock off a good bit of that time to kill them, and trash mobs will still generally die in one hit anyway. So, let's start to go over this build. As you can see, we have high voltage for our Transcendent mod. Um, this is going to be the bread and butter of the build. We have skill power modifier for technician. Then we're going to add increased shield. We are next going to add maximize skill. Now, be mindful of this because it has a plus 50% cooldown. We'll get to that later. We are going to add increased defense for 160% more. Then we're going to add increased HP. Next, we're going to add Iron Will. So when we do not have any shield up, we're getting that extra defense boost. Next one is skill expansion to increase the range of our skills so we can be able to deal damage further back. Sensory depth, we're going to use this for incoming damage modifier. You can switch this out with pretty much whatever. I like to use it. Then we have skill duration. We'll also get to why this is very, very important for this particular build. And then we're going to be using nimble fingers. And then, of course, long distance maneuvering. So, one thing is for high voltage, the first thing to understand is that this is going to hit more enemies. Hit less enemies, but it's going to increase range and damage instead. So, what we're going to do for this particular mod has a faster cooldown than regular lightning emission. So, we're going to increase the skill cooldown even further. Then we're going to add skill duration so that once we add maximize skill to build overall more damage, and we get that big cooldown where it makes it 50% longer, it's going to balance it out. So with this, we're able to obtain 100% cooldown on our lightning emission. I've tried it with different components, without it, and I'm just going to show you briefly so that you guys can see for yourself. So just going to run, we're going to build some MP real quick. Alright, now watch when we use her lightning emission. Starting it now, cooldown is currently going, and as you can see, it cools down pretty fast. Now, once this is done, you'll be able to see that we're immediately able to proc it again. Right there. It's instant. I was a little slow on the hit, but it's instant. Soon as it's done, it's able to be used immediately. Now we're going to do the same thing just so you can see the comparison. We're going to take high voltage off. And now we're going to use the normal lightning emission, in which with this you'll see that you're not able to have that cooldown the same. So let's walk around a little bit, watch the cooldown for lightning emission. It's already done, and we cannot use it again. We still have to wait for that cooldown, and that's a couple of seconds where we're not doing DPS. So that is why that is very, very, very important to have, because they do not work on the same cooldown mechanic. So for reactor, we're going to use singularity reactor, thunder cage mounting, and if you've seen the thunder cage video, you'll know why I'm using the thunder cage, especially with the build with Bunny, because she can keep electricity up. We're going to use singularity because that's going to affect her lightning emission directly and give it more power. I still need to get some more better rolls on the substats, but just in general. So we're using the supernova set for this. You get this from the executioner or hard mode, and I like to use different things. Sometimes it's MP recovery, sometimes it's shield recovery in combat. It really depends what I need it for, what I'm doing. So I try to have different sets of this. Double defense on the supernova memory, and of course I have a full resistance set too, so I can swap those out if I need more resistance. But this is just a general outlook of it. And then with this supernova set, when you're constantly proccing electrocution, you're going to have lightning strikes coming from the sky as well, adding extra DPS. Now guys, this is just my personal build. I don't focus too much on the DPS side for her character build because I want more survivability, because, you know, obviously we're not going to have as good of a time DPSing if we're laying on the ground dead. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the build. I appreciate your support. If you guys are looking for the gun build that I'm using, that I also have that posted, so you can check that out as well if you haven't. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so much guys. I appreciate you, and I will be coming with more First Descendant videos. Have a good day.